Hi, welcome to my channel. So in this tutorial, we'll be making this ball gown. We'll be making this what is it called? We cut it at the last tutorial, so we'll be making it here. It's a frock gown. It's a beautiful gown. Alright, so this is it. After applying your interface, you should have something like this. So I'll go ahead now to cut the neck. So you are going to fold this center one into two. Is either use an iron to iron it into two like this, or you use your office pin to hold it like this. Now these two sides, you're also going to arrange it very well. Right side facing right side, and then you're going to pin it down. So you come down by half an inch by the side. Remember we added half an inch for the joining, for the shoulder joining then. And then you're going to pin these two together. Just enter by that half inch. Then you pin it down. Alright, so to cut the neckline, you're going to come down by 3 inches or just the way you want it. But me, I'm doing 3 inches here, and the width I'll be using 2 inches. So you can decide to do the way you want. This particular gown is for a 3 to 4 years old. You saw my daughter at that video, so she's 3 going to 4. So, and you saw how the gown fits on her. So just do what you want. But this is what I did, 3 by 2. All right, so I will remove it now, and then remove the pins as well. Now how to make this ruffle, I showed it at the drafting part. All right, so now you're going to pin these ruffles on this center front, pin it, and then you will join these two sides to it. All right, so you must have half an inch down there and half an inch up before you pin it, because that's the place you're going to join the down from. And that is the place, the up part is the place you're going to turn the neckline from. Can you see the down? Can you see the half inch where I stop the gathers? There's also a half inch for this up. That is what I'm showing there. All right, so you're going to hold this back now with pin. So I will not be using this particular mikado again. I have replaced it with chiffon, and I've gone ahead to apply the light gun stay on it, and I'll be using with this lining to turn it. So that makeup I will no longer use it again. So this is the two I'm using. I will arrange them very well like this, and I'm going to cut the neckline. Now cutting the neckline, you have to come in by 1 inch, which is your zipper allowance. Yeah, and just mark it. All right, so from where the zipper allowance stop, you're going to measure your 2 inches, which is the neck width, and then you will come down by 1 inch. You can decide to do 1.5. Anyone is okay. Then you channel them together, and you cut it out. So when you cut it out, you're going to take that front to place on this back to make sure everything is equal. Do you understand? Now for this front now, if after joining from that down and it's not equal, this is how to arrange it. Can you see that thing I did now? You just use your chalk, mark from where that your material, you understand? So you use your tape and check and make sure they are equal. And if there is anything that is not equal here, you're going to correct it here. For my own, I didn't have excess, but you can have excess if you did not trim it well. So anywhere you notice it that is not balancing, you just do it well. That is why I mark that thing. So you just use your chalk. I use my marker because you will not really see chalk since my table is white. You check your allowance as well. If it's too much, you cut it out. If it's not much, you can add by joining the sides. So if everything is equal here, okay, this shoulder part I have to make it straight a little. This armhole side, just make sure you arrange everything that is not equal, make it equal here. Then you place it at the back from that 1 inch bar allowance, and make sure they are equal so that you can join them now. All right, so to join them, you're going to join them lining to lining, material to material. So you're only joining the shoulders. Just join only the shoulders first. Join the lining shoulders as well. so that you use the lining and turn the material. So this is how to turn it. You place it on top like this, and when you're turning it, you're going to remove 1.5 inches at that zipper allowance side. Remember, our zipper allowance is 1 inch, but add 1.5 inch. So from that 1.5 inches, you're going to turn it to the other place, and then you notch that place that you turn round. You either dub stitch it, or you put your hemming gum inside and iron it down. But me, I would dub stitch. So this is how to dub stitch. I'm going to push all the allowance to this lining side. Can you see? Push everything to this lining side, and you sew it. Go on top your machine now and sew it on top. Iron it, and this is what you will have. All right. So this is the closing part. You're going to close with any allowance you added. Just mark it to all the sides of both the lining and the material. Mark all the sides. If it's 1 inch you added, mark all the side 1 inch. If it's 2 inches, if it's half inch, anything you add, just mark it. And before you join it, if you're using belt, please you cut your belt. The length of belt I use is 30 inches, and it's starting by the side, not center front. So you just put it inside. You go up by half an inch. That half an inch is what you use and join the fillet to this up, remember. And then pin it down and sew it, and sew the four sides. Do you understand? That is your sewing material to material, lining to lining. So after sewing it, pick up one of the fillet and fold it, make it equal. One of the fillet, one, oh, you know the fillet is two, so one now. And then you come down by 5 inches, and from that 5 inches you're going to come in by 1 inch, which is the zipper allowance. You sew from there till the down. You know how mikado shakes now, so don't bother, just pin your own, and you're going to sew it to the down from that 5 inches. So you come back and you open the 5 inches. Now these two sides, you're going to bring the other one, the other fillet, and you're going to join them side to side. So after joining them, the only place that will be open is that 5 inches. That place you just open now, that is the only place that will be open. That is where I'm starting these gathers from. Now this is the pattern of gathers I'll be using here. Just watch my hand. You'll be sewing while you use your hand and be pushing it inside. Can you see my hand? But if this one will be difficult for you, you can do printing. You can do bust pleats, kissing pleats. Anyone is fine. It will still come out full. You understand? Or if you still want gathers but you don't know how to do this one, you're going to do the gathers before you join those two flares together. Hope you understand. Because only what I want to be left open here at the end of the day is just that place now that will come down by 5 inches, and that will open. That is that zipper allowance that we did at one of that flare now. That's the only place that will be open. Every other place you have sewn them. Hope you remember. So if these gathers will be difficult for you, just go ahead and do printing or boss plate or kissing plate. So after everything, this is what you have. Now to join it, you're going to start from that zipper allowance to zipper allowance, right side facing right side. And this is the first joining. Now you're going to make sure the first joining rhyme with the joining of the material. Same thing with the second one. You're going to sew it around. When you sew it around, this is what you have. Remember, you're sewing material to material. Now after sewing material to material, you also take the lining part. Take that lining and go and join to the lining. Still right side to right side like this. Arrange it very well on the waist like this and run it around. And after running it, this is what you have. Alright, so I added net, just one layer. You can add as much layer as you want. So I came down by 5 inches. Now from that 5 inches, I just measure